Oh, hello. This is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. In this video, I would like to show you an example of using a template to cook a piece of ribeye steaks with broccoli and onion. My wife and my son came home with a nice piece of ribeye steak, weighs about 15 ounces. In the past, I always cook the piece of ribeye steak in its entirety, either on the grill or on the stove. This one piece of steak is not enough for all three of us. Also, I would like to cook it in 5 minutes, so I decided I'm going to stir fry it in the wok. It was a good decision because both my wife and my son really like it. I cut the steak into 3/4 inch cube because I want the steak to be small enough that it will cook quickly, but large enough that it will retain its moisture. I had already about 3 cups of broccoli prep in the refrigerator. I cut them into size number 3. Please take a look at my video on prepping broccoli and what is the best size to cut them. I already had onion slice ready to use. Now all I need to do is to make a sauce. I prepare a honey lemon sauce with a touch of my chili oil. I have prepared this sauce before to use with some pork dishes. You can season the dish any way you like, or just simply use some salt and pepper. I cook this dish in my IMUSA 14-inch light cast iron wok. If you're interested, you can take a look at the video that I review this wok. I'm not going to wash the wok before I cook this dish. I just finished cooking a fuyang egg dish, and the wok looks pretty good. I want to heat up the wok as much as possible before I add the beef. When I add the beef to the wok, it browns almost immediately. I know it is searing and sealing the beef. I stir the beef cubes constantly and rapidly to ensure it is evenly cooked. As you can tell, the beef is very nicely browned. I next add the sliced onion. In addition to provide flavor, texture, and aroma, the sliced onion also play another important role. They buffer the heat from the wok. It protects the beef from getting dry. And in this case, I want the steak to be as moist as possible. I stir fry the onions until they are slightly soft. It takes about 30 seconds. Next, I add the broccoli. Before I add the broccoli, I microwave them for about 1 minute. I want them to be slightly cooked, so I would not undercook them, but at the same time, I would not want to overcook the steak. I stir fry the broccoli for about 15 to 20 seconds, and then I add the honey lemon sauce. And I stir for another 15 seconds, and the dish is done. I then thicken the sauce with a cornstarch water suspension. I make that with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch in 4 tablespoons of water. The dish is ready to serve, and the total cook time is under 5 minutes. This dish is simple and fast. The following are a few tips to make sure it goes well for you. Number 1, cut the steak cubes smaller if you want it to be more done. If you want it to be less done, then cut it larger. Number 2, make sure the wok is as hot as possible before you add the steak. Number 3, microwave the broccoli shorter if you want it to be more crunchy, longer if otherwise. Number 4, start out with a small amount of the cornstarch water suspension and add more if you want the sauce to be thicker. If everything goes well, the steak should be moist and tender, and the broccoli should be crisp and flavorful. This basic template could lead to many different variations. In future videos, I will show you some of the variations of this simple template. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you would like to receive notifications of my future video postings. See you next time.